Good morning, everyone. As introduced, I am the professor of Ewah Women's University, Sangmi. I'd like to feel sorry that my voice is not really good for today's presentation, but however, I'd like to also thank Kim Sang-won, lawmaker, and Park Kyung-yang, and the co-chairperson, and Mr. Kang. Thank you very much for your invitation today. I have changed my topic of my presentation. My topic today is on the machine learning and AI for detecting frauds of digital assets and managing self-governance. And for the digital assets, the cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, Ethereum, as you're well aware, or NFT, and recently STO-related cryptocurrencies, including real estate, properties or stocks or real assets, have been also increasing in terms of the liquidity for the financial assets as well. Not only in Korea, but also around the world, now we are seeing a lot of the inflow of those different types of the currency into the system. But it has been not really long for those emergence of these cryptocurrency. That's why a lot of the financial crimes and the flaws are happening around the world. That's why investors are struggling from a lot of the harmful and the damages for their asset as well. This can also hamper a lot of the financial system. Likewise, in the financial industry, now digital asset industry for the different, the Marshall Act and the financial frauds, we have to absolutely prevent and predict in advance upon our system. And that's the topic that I'd like to share with you today. Definitely, we have to utilize effectively AI to protect the investors and strengthen the system and boost our reliability. That's why we see that the more revitalizations as well as the more protections upon our effectiveness on the prediction. And this is the contents of my presentation. First, this is the background of my research, and so far for the coin or Bitcoin digital assets on the system, and these are the types of frauds reported. First type is scam. For scam, within the ICO, the real services or products with no organization, the CIO, coins, the cryptocurrency can't be traded for acquiring the more profits. The more organized the acts and different the measures have to absolutely strengthen as well. So the scam is one of the type of the frauds, and second type is hacking, as we have heard a lot of the damages and also loss of the Ethereums and the cryptocurrency via hacking has been also conducted, unfortunately. And the next type, because for the coins, the decentralization and decentralized trades are taking a lot at this point of time. And for the different types of the platforms, you can see that around the world, because we see that a lot of the proportions and the amount of the cryptocurrency and the coins have been traded between a lot of the countries and platforms. That's why it's not really easy to acquire all the detailed information and data. That's why a lot of the frauds and the corruptions and the fees can be also traded and converted into the other type of the currency as well, as we have seen a lot of the cases as well. As for the investors, the largest damage are the pump and dump, are the types of the market manipulation, which are also taking place a lot nowadays. It says intentionally the price bubbles have been conducted and the general investors have been attracted to the market. The prices manipulated at the higher price can be also traded to the general investors within the pump and dump. These are the terms. For the pump and dump, a type of the market manipulation, massive amounts of the data and transactions have been also targeted for our AI for prediction and prevention, which are the current research topics. Next, within Korea, you can see the very organized pump and dump leading to the market manipulation in Korea. A certain the companies has been increasing more than 750,000 cases, and the price was intentionally manipulated by 40%. And within the market, as you can see here, of course, the general investors bought a lot of the coins, but unfortunately, the price per cryptocurrency even decreased down to less than 80 Korean won. And out of the 1 million cases, the 640,000 cases were absolutely combined with the manipulations and the transactions by intentional acts by some of the masterful acts and the forces. And once again, the pump and dump having the two types for the intentional increase of the cost and the market manipulation to attract the investors, and by taking their interest and taking more capital from the general investors, these are the intentional sales. And there will be some the borderlines, of course, but for exchanges, for the coins, absolutely the general investors can also buy upon the enough amount of the cryptocurrency, of course. And for the supply and the pump and dumps for the currencies are to be absolutely strengthened and absolutely prevented effectively in the future. Because these are the damages upon the unlawful and unjust acquisition. But it's not only in Korea, but there's a Wall Street Journal in the U.S., as you only can see here, about the more than 121 types of the cryptocurrency. Under the time of the starting January to June 2018, there were about the 175 cases were also applied with the PND, which was also market manipulation. And for the general investors, have also struggled with a lot of the more than 100 millions of the dollars for their loss. And let me also share with you some of the figures. For the stock market, as you can see here, it's a very centralized and transaction as well. And for the PND techniques or the skills are not really available. But as you can see here, with the limited the market manipulations, the over-the-counter OTC market has been also experienced some of the reports of the pump and dumps. For the cryptocurrency, these are not centralized data collection and system, so leading to the more possibilities of the fraud cases. And not only in Korea, but in China and the US, depending on their exchanges, for a certain amount of the cryptocurrency for their transaction can be also applied. That's why the PND techniques can be really vulnerable, especially in the over-the-counter market. Throughout our research, these are the procedures for the market manipulation, price manipulation. Usually, Telegram or Discord or mobile messengers are the tools, so that they are opening the chat room in secret and they are trying to attract the potential investors or candidates for every 10 seconds. Within very short period of time, they are able to sell and buy via the messenger platforms. So they are trying to attract the investor candidates truly for increasing their market prices intentionally. And they're trying to force them to buy their cryptocurrencies on the platform. And the prices has been significantly growing upon the intentional acts for the market manipulation. And at the time, news or the social medias are also being utilized to really promote the future value of the certain type of the cryptocurrency. We see a lot of the potential securities and also the companies involved, the partners to promote and to strengthen the values of those certain cryptocurrency via news and the viral activities across the media. And that's why they can see a lot of the influx of the general investors, and that at the peak time And then absolutely such a coordinated and organized the action, the teams have been absolutely trying to sell the certain types of the cryptocurrency by acquiring the more margins if they need. In this regard, for the cryptocurrency market, these are reckless pump and dump as a type of the frauds and the price manipulation. And absolutely, we need to understand such a very manipulated procedures leading to the pump and dump. And within the digital asset market, we also have to automate AI for fraud detection and also taking the more self-governance via the machine learning models to analyze performances. And these are absolutely key objectives of our research. Of course, yes, we definitely had the prospective research in advance on the major and the various machine learning and models. And we have only applied some parameters only, how to really investigate and understand some possibilities of the price manipulation to really improve our prediction rate as well. And sometimes we have seen some the less accuracy in the past. That's why currently we are using our models for the size of the market manipulations and market capitalizations, and there's a certain the news or the media on certain types of the cryptocurrency. And for the pump and dump, we have set our parameters to design our prediction model. And for the prediction model, as you can see here, the PND have been supplied to truly assess accuracy of algorithm. And these are ongoing nowadays. Absolutely, these have been completed. So the future, we like to have some more protected and more predicted to increase the accuracy and to also compare our performances as well based on the models. And for the model, as you can see here, these are data for our experiment. This information has been collected from other literature and references available already. That's why we like to also compare some of the data and the figures compared to other previous outcomes and experiments. As you can see here, more than 1,110 cases of the pump and dump on the 8 organizations. We have tried to collect the data from the Binance exchanges and from before or after 7 days of the pump event timing, we have collected the transaction data. Can see that a total of the 820,000 cases of the transaction data collected. The pump data was about 317 cases, as we have seen some imbalance of the data, and we applied the SMOTE, SMOTE method to really proceed our oversampling methods. For the AI models, as you can see here, the tree ensemble methods was the basic tools, but not only that, we have applied the various tools to increase our accuracy and predictions. Random forest, ADA boost, the GBM, and XG boost, and likely GBM. A 5 total algorithm have been applied for the predicting the model for comparing the performances as well all the time. Nowadays, for the based on tree ensemble methods, because we see that the more accuracy level, and one of the test methods, the XG boost, as you are well aware, we can input some parameters or variables, and for certain variables or the parameters can be also analyzed in terms of their application as well. By applying the XG boost, the performance rate has been also up to 99.9%. So that we are able to apply and predict on the very sophisticated algorithms. And oversampling methods will really applied well and efficiently. Of course, it's not easy to get all the data for the market manipulations, as we have some limited data. In this regard, for the oversampling methods, sometimes you can see very less accuracy. That's why we have to set a variety of the methods for oversampling, and As mentioned before, the SMOT, S-M-O-T method was very helpful to increase the accuracy upon our foundings. Accuracy and the precisions, as well as the the repeatabilities of those systems against the flows, detections, and the preventions. And sometimes if we see some of the struggles, so that we can apply the oversampling to establish the system absolutely, to really improve our predictability upon our findings. In conclusion, as you can see here, for the cryptocurrency market, the pump and the dump are to be more well recognized by investors. And ultimately, for the potential investors, they have to be absolutely having more increasing awareness on the pump and dumps, and to predict and detect and pumps and dump, absolutely we have to have more sophisticated level of the AI solutions for detections and the further prediction as well. And to give very safer environments for the digital asset, these are the three types that we have to make actions. First and foremost, for the real-time data, we have to get the real-time data for AI. That's why we have to take the fast and real-time countermeasures. And second, strengthening security, absolutely. And third, we have to apply cross-border system based on solidarity by exchanging and trading data and information, as well as we like to also propose. This is the end of my presentation on my topic. Thank you very much for your attention. I'd like to give a big round of applause to Professor CHAE.